What's going on? What's going on? Shout out to that boy Teo. He bet on himself, and it worked out lovely for him. You know, I remember a couple of weeks ago, I might put out a video, where I guess Devin Haney and his team had asked, we're talking about 10 million. They weren't even necessarily asking for 10 million for, in order to fight Devin Haney on DAZN. But I guess they were saying that, they could, quote, get 10 million, fight the Cambosas dude or whatever. If they can get that, they're going to get that. But the price that was offered from DAZN was $4 million in order to fight Devin Haney on DAZN. And a lot of people are saying that he's never going to get that amount of money to fight anybody else. He's not going to get that money to fight Cambosas or anybody else. That $4 million. And I was talking about how DAZN needed to invest in Devin Haney, and they needed to get him that fight. They needed to get him that fight against Teofimo Lopez. And if it costs anywhere from 7 to 10 million, they should put that up and get it done. Just due to the fact that they paid Ramirez $4 million to come over there and fight Hooker. They paid Lomachenko $5 million to come over there and fight that nobody, just got knocked out by Ryan Garcia, whatever the hell his name is. And then they paid Mikey Garcia $7 million. So Mikey coming off a loss, getting his tail whipped. They paid him $7 million to come over there to DAZN and fight Jesse Vargas. This would be a fight against, someone that just beat Lomachenko, somebody that had 3 belts, and you literally would have an undisputed fight on DAZN. That would be including one of your biggest stars and one of the other biggest upcoming young stars in the game, and Teofimo Lopez, a person that probably has, he's on the same level pretty much hype-wise as far as, let's say, like a Ryan Garcia and a Gervonta Tank Davis. Pretty much one of the biggest fights of the year you would have on your platform. And they needed to go ahead and spend that money, even if they're, quote, slightly overpaying, just due to the fact that then overnight, your guy becomes a star. He's overnight undisputed champion of the world at 135 pounds. Where then anybody wants a belt, anybody wants to do anything in that division, they got to come through you. But whatever, they decided not to do that. I guess they thought they were playing chess and, balking and laughing, kind of like the Deontay Wilder situation. They go, Deontay Wilder, he's never going to get $7 million. He's never going to make more than $7 million. Back-to-back years on Forbes. Because he understood what his worth was. He made the moves that was necessary to make, and he came out big. Came out big. Freaking Showtime guaranteeing him $20 million to fight Dominic Brazil. Him being guaranteed $20 million for the Ortiz rematch. Him getting paid, I think it was like $30 million plus for the Tyson Fury. Both them fights. Made off lovely. Excuse the lighting. I'm in the car right now. In the morning. But, he did that. And he came out victorious in betting on himself. And when it came to Teofimo Lopez had a thought process in his head of what he believed he was worth. Top Rank didn't believe he was worth that, I guess. And they weren't willing to put up the money. It was kind of funny, too, though. At first, this was a great fight, against Cambosas or whatever, when they thought they were going to be able to do it in Cambosas' hometown, and a lot of money was going to be put up. At that point, it was a great fight. But all of a sudden, now that that money wasn't there anymore, but Teo still believed that he could get paid top dollar, all of a sudden now it was a trash fight. And I guess Bob Arum and Top Rank wanted, hey, go ahead, go get your money if the money's quote is out there then. Well, he went out there and he got that money. He found somebody that was going to be willing to put up that bread. Not 2 people to put up that bread. Thriller, they put up the money, obviously the highest bid, but DAZN also had put up substantially more money than Top Rank had put up. So even in that situation, if DAZN had won, he would have still made off. He still would have made off when it came to that fight. He still would have made off. So he bet on himself, and the boy came out victorious. And people talking about, oh, well, he still has to pay the 20% to Bob Arum. He would have had to pay 20% to Bob Arum regardless. Some people are saying, well, he was offered, he's getting paid like $3.2 million for this fight. He was going to make $4 million if, he had fought against against Devin Haney. Well, no, he wouldn't have made $4 million. He was supposed to make $4 million for this particular fight. But obviously, Top Rank has to get their 20%. Top Rank would have got their 20% regardless of how much he got. If he got that $1.2 million from Top Rank, he would have had to pay off his 20% from that as well. He would have had to have paid off that money off that regardless anyway. Regardless. So his money would have been less regardless. But now he's getting the exact amount of money that everybody pretty much said that he wasn't going to be able to get at $4 million. And not only is he getting it, he's getting it not against a Devin Haney, he's getting it against a Kambosos. Which also means what? If they're willing to pay $6 million for a Teofimo Lopez fight, they're willing to pay, give him $4 million or whatever it is. How much are they willing to pay to get a Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez on that network? Teofimo Lopez versus Tank. I don't believe Bob Arum's not going to let him do it, because it's out of his control in a certain way. But after this, it's back in his control. Unless it's a purse bid for another fight, he's in full control. So because of that, everybody's always talking about, what's going to happen with him and, Top Rank. Because Bob Arum has it out for him. Bob Arum's going to try to put him on the shelf. But there's a couple problems with that. This ain't HBO. This is not HBO. Bob Arum has a boss. Okay? His boss is ESPN. So they're going to have a meeting with ESPN. And he's going to have to explain to ESPN why their biggest young star is not going to be fighting on their network this year. In this first half. That's major for them. Your star that just unified, 3 of the belts, just beat Lomachenko, is, the talk of the town. He's not going to be fighting on your network. And I'm sorry, and how much are they paying Top Rank? ESPN's paying Top Rank a lot of money. They're paying him a lot of money to put those fights on their network. And they're going to want to know, whoa. What's going on with that situation? What happened with that? Why are we losing that date? Why is our young star not going to be fighting? And then after they fight, he fights on another network, you're going to try to tell ESPN that, oh, no, we're sitting him out for the next 2-3 years. And you think ESPN's just going to be cool with that? They're just going to be cool. All right, whatever, cool. Just do that. That's fine. I don't believe that's the case at all. But if Teofimo has to sit out, this is the time to do it. Right now, he's young. He's super, super, super young. And if you're going to make a move in order to force yourself out of a situation, this is the time to do it. It's not when you're 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 years old. Don't wait till, until your 30s like Floyd Mayweather did. Don't wait until your 30s like, pretty much into your 30s like an Oscar De La Hoya, like a Miguel Cotto. Forget all that. If you can get yourself out now, even if you have to wait those 2 years in order to do it, so be it. I always like to say, #call Al. Call Al Heyman. Mikey Garcia had to do it. Talk to him about it. Al Heyman helped them through it. Al Heyman's helped a couple of people get out of those situations from there. So call that man. And see what, he can do for you. The space that he can put you in, whatever. If you have to sit out, you just got a bag. So at this point, it's just understand that this is your bag for a while. For what Top Rank was trying to pay him, this is a 1.5 year earnings. Fighting twice a year, about $1.2 million a fight. This is a 1.5 year earnings that he's making right now. Get some properties. You can get some properties right now. I know properties are expensive as hell, but maybe you get some properties. If not, the stock market is trash right now. Pretty much so many different things that you can get on the cheap. They're going to be around still. You can invest in Apple if you want to. You can invest in Boeing. You can invest in a whole bunch of different things you can invest in. And trust me, I know. Been a good year for me. A lot of things that are pretty much on wholesale right now. Wholesale, Exxon, Shell, All types of things that are consistently just growing month to month to month to month to month to month to month. Spirit. Shout out to Spirit. You made me a lot of money. Dave and Buster's. Shout out to Dave and Buster's. You made me a lot of money. Cheesecake Factory. Shout out to y'all. Made me a lot of money. A lot of different things that are just going to continue to grow. You know, that you can invest in. You know, where in a year from now, that one, you put $1 million in there, it's going to be 1.4, 1.5 or higher. 2 years from now, that's going to be 2.5 once everything opens up. And so there's different things you can invest in. Don't go crazy. Don't go wild. Be smart. Be intelligent with your money. Talk to Mikey Garcia. Real estate galore. That's why they never cared when he had to sit out. He had money coming in. Mikey was still buying nice cars. Mikey bought a house while he was, while he wasn't with Top Rank. While Top Rank wasn't letting him fight. While they were freaking pretty much blacking him out. He bought a big ass house because he had money coming in regardless. He had that residual income, that soft income coming in monthly. That boy makes money while he sleeps. Put yourself into that same type of situation. And you're good. And you ride it out and you get out of your situation. And 2 years from now, you end up like Mikey did. End up like him. Don't do what a Manny Pacquiao did, getting hundreds of millions of dollars stolen from him. Then he finally gets out. And he has to continue fighting at his age because he's trying to max out the dollars that he can in his last couple of fights. Because he was pimped out and robbed for all these years. Don't be that guy. So if he decides to sit out, so be it, man. There's a lot of other ways you can make money. If you're smart and you're intelligent. And you seem to be somebody that seems to be focused. And your family, your father especially. People can say all they want to about that guy. But at this point you have to say, it looks like he might know what he's doing. But we'll see what the future holds for this kid. For now, like, subscribe, share. I'm out. And Eddie Hearn, stop playing checkers. Eddie Hearn, his whole team, as it pertains to Devin Haney's career, they keep playing checkers while everybody else is playing chess. We'll get on to that in another video. Like, subscribe, share. I'm out.